Okay, so solving equations with no solution. So today we're going to figure out what is it going to look like when you have no solution. What that means, no number for x will ever work, will ever satisfy the equation, and you'll never find an answer. So first example, 3 minus 4x equals negative 7 minus 4x. So we're going to start solving this like we usually would. You would want to get all your variables on one side and your numbered terms to the other side, your constants. So I'm going to just say my x's will be on the left side and my numbers will be on the right side. So this is a number term, it's not supposed to be there. And it's going to go home with the other number term. Say the numbers live over here. And it's gone. That's 0. And this gives me negative 10. And now this is an x term and it's home, it's on the left side, that's where the x's live. And this is a x term and it should be on this side. So we're going to get rid of it by doing the inverse operation. Gone. And you got to do the same thing to this side. Negative 4x, if you want to add the opposite, you can. Negative 4x and a positive 4x gives you 0. And on the right side you have negative 10. If you want to do this, 0 plus 0 is 0, and negative 10 plus 0 is negative 10. You can just ignore the zeros if you want, but if we ignore this 0, it looks empty. It looks like there's something should be there, so I'll write down that 0. And is it true that 0 is equal to negative 10? That is false. And when you have a false statement, that means that x has no solution. Equals no solution or has no solution. No matter what, there is no way we are going to ever have something that plugs in and makes this equation true. All right, let's look at another example. Example 3. Let's try this one. 3x, sorry. Minus 5 equals 7 plus 3x. Alright, so again, we're going to solve this by putting our variables on one side, numbers on the other side, or constant terms on the other side. And we're going to double check and make sure everything's in the right place. X term is on the x side, that's correct. Number term should not be there, it should be over here. So we're going to get rid of this one by adding the opposite. And we're left with 12 on this side. The other term that's not home is 3x. 3x should be on this side. Get rid of him over here. He's not allowed to be here. So 3x goes away. Do the same thing to this side. And if you want to add up your leftovers, you can add them all up. And on the left side we get 0 equals 12. And we all know 0 is not equal to 12. That is false. So when you have something false, again, that means this is not true. And no matter what I put in for x, I'll never get anything that's true. So there is no solution. There's no number for x that I can plug in that'll ever make this equation true. So that's what it looks like. That's what you can expect when you have equations that have no solution. And don't confuse it for equations that have x equal to 0. Students will see sometimes x equals 0 and they'll think that that's one of these special equations, but it's not. If you do have an x value, you have a one solution answer. If you have no more x's, notice our x's got wiped out, that's when you know it's a special equation. So there you go.